So let's have another look at it. Okay, this is one example of a subtropical gyre. You can see the shape of the sea surface, and we're talking about an elevation of the order of centimeters. Okay, maybe you get something like 10 to 20 centimeters in the center. Okay, on a scale of many thousand kilometers horizontal. And you can see the Ekman pumping mechanism shown here leads to a downward displacement of the thermocline, something we call the permanent thermocline in the oceans. On the other hand, we also have a separation between low nutrients near the surface layers and high nutrients, dissolved nutrients, in deeper parts of the ocean. And this structure of the thermocline is also reflected in the structure of the nutrient concentration, something we call the Nutricline in the ocean. So now, how can you identify these structures in the ocean now? And I just want to give you two examples, and one is have a look at the temperature structure if you cut through the Atlantic Ocean from the South Pole to the North Pole. Imagine that the ocean is just a big cake, and you cut through the center of the Atlantic Ocean. You open up the Atlantic Ocean, and this is how the temperature cake looks like. This is the temperature distribution. Red is warm water, blue is cold water, and you can see the structure here north and south of the equator. And what you actually do is you cut through subtropical gyres, and you can see that there's a downward structure here in the center of the subtropical. And that's what we're talking about. This is the consequence downward of the Ekman pumping that you have, which is induced by Ekman layers and by wind stress curl in the ocean. This is what we call the permanent thermocline. This layer here, the transition zone between the surface mixed layer or the seasonal thermocline and the water depth of about 1,000 to 2,000 meters. It's also the region where the temperature controls the density stratification. Okay, so this thermal lid on the ocean actually prevents the direct exchange between the surface and deep layers of the. Okay, let's jump to the next example. Okay, all right. I just have a little break and then I continue. All right, so just give me something like 5 minutes. Okay.